Today we are going to build a PC, a high-performance, low-budget gaming machine. This is the start of a series of PC building tips. But first, I must clarify why we should build a PC instead of buying a pre-built one. As you may already know, there is no perfect PC out there. There might be some that are close to perfect, but most of the time, when you buy a pre-built computer, you might not like some of the parts. So to buy or to build? That's a question many people ask when getting a new PC. Most people just go to a retail store like Best Buy to pick up their pre-built gaming desktop machine. Not me. These are the reasons why building a PC is superior to buying a pre-built one. 1. Building a PC can save you money. It most definitely can. Buying just the parts and putting it by yourself is far cheaper than having someone do it for you. Those savings could be used to buy better parts, such as an additional gig or two for your memory sticks. I don't know. 2. It's really easy to upgrade your parts. When you build your PC, you'll know exactly where each part of your system goes and how it is installed. If you determine that it isn't performing to your liking, or if you decide you want an upgrade, replacing parts is a simple process. 3. You choose your parts. Don't you hate it when you see a gaming PC deal with the latest Intel i9 processor, along with 64 gigabytes of memory, but has a crappy graphics card? That's exactly why you should build your PC. Since you get to choose your parts and assemble them yourself, you will have a better experience overall gaming, knowing that you have the best parts in your PC and not a crappy graphics card. Now with that all being said, it's time to hit the stores, right? Not quite. First, we need to do the research. Thankfully, I have already done that. We want to talk about your budget. Not every high-performance PC will cost over $2,000. Overall, it's up to you to do the extensive research and choose the right brands and stores to buy the products from. I recommend that you should get all your PC parts from either Best Buy, Amazon, or Newegg. I would focus mainly on Best Buy, as they have a price match guarantee. Especially when it comes to first-time builds, it is important to buy quality and reliable parts. Here are the parts I use to build my gaming PC. First, we have the MSI MEG Z490 ACE gaming motherboard. It's quite a beast, with much room for M2 drives and USB 3 drives. No wonder why it costs a whopping $400. You can think of the motherboard as the body of a computer. Now it's time to consider the brain or heart, whichever you think is more important. What I'm talking about is a CPU, or Central Processing Unit. But I'm not talking about just some random old processor. This is the Intel Core i9-10900K processor, the best of the best. But a lot of that comes down to, can you afford to shell out $530 for this gaming beast? It's now time to talk about the GPU, or Graphics Processing Unit. I'm using two GPUs right now, because I can. We have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super, along with a lower class GeForce GT 710 Virto. Before we continue, I want to take time to stress the importance of the aforementioned components. For a good high-quality gaming build, it is vital to take the time and choose the right motherboard, CPU, and GPU. These three parts will be the main determining factor of your gaming experience. It is not something to overlook. The rest of the parts can be based on your preferences. You can decide if you want air or liquid CPU cooling. The same goes for the keyboard and mouse. But I must be missing something, and I have. What's a powerful computer, but you can't see it in action? So another important component worth investing in is your monitor. It is a lot more complicated than just heading down to your local Best Buy and picking up the first screen you see. There are many articles out there talking about the types of monitors and the refresh rates. Obviously, the higher the better, that's a no-brainer. So to conclude this episode, you can take away these 4 points. 1. Invest in the CPU, GPU, motherboard, and monitor. 2. Opt for Best Buy, then Amazon and Newegg for buying your parts. 3. eBay is helpful when you're upgrading a component in your PC. And lastly, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Cheers!